Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new Abby Has Questions.
Hello.
Did you miss us? I know there's been a bit of a gap between episodes, you'll have to excuse us. She made a human,
I did.
so
I did. I made a human.
that's taken up a little bit of our time having a brand new human. So,
But it's not as important as Abby has questions.
but it's not as important as this, that's absolutely right.
It's not.
So, just to brush up, in case you haven't seen any of the previous episodes, or it's been too long and you've just forgotten why we're here talking with each other, Abby Has Questions is a public service that we offer to everyone that is the spouse of a nerd. It doesn't matter which gender. Usually, they'll be in a relationship. There's someone that's nerdier than the other, and they force their nerddom upon their significant other. And it doesn't even have to be significant other. It could just be friends.
And it's forced.
And it is is this a hostage? Is this a
neck.
hostage situation?
I don't know. You tell me.
Do you need to blink twice to tell people you need help? Oh, now they're going to think you need help. So we've been married for quite a long time and have been dating longer than that.
Long time.
And are you blinking for help again? and so I have dragged her to just an incredible amount of nerd movies, and make you watch a lot of nerd TV.
Yes.
Sometimes I make you listen to nerdy music.
Podcasts.
Sometimes I make you listen to nerdy podcasts. That's true. And
Videos.
And inevitably, you have some questions, because I just kind of throw you in the deep end.
Once in a while, I have a couple questions.
Once in a while, you have a couple of questions. So
Every time.
So we have discovered that out there.
I'm not alone.
Exactly.
I'm not alone.
That's true. So as a public service, we watch some sort of video, some sort of trailer together. Usually you haven't seen this at all. I mean, you are going in stone cold on almost all of these.
That is true. That is true. It's very true.
And then you have questions, and I have an unfortunate amount of information in my head
It's amazing.
that I never get to use otherwise. So this is an outlet for that as well. This is so I can, get rid of my nerdness, and you can
You don't get rid of it.
blink for help.
You don't ever get rid of it.
So what?
It stays with you.
All right. Well, at least I'm putting it to good use instead of
You
evil.
sure are. You sure are. That's why I love you.
Oh, that's why you love me?
That's the
very
only
sweet.
reason.
That's very sweet of you. So today's trailer that we are going to watch is Doctor Strange. Now, there's been two trailers that have come out. One was about 5 months ago at Comic-Con.
I haven't seen it.
The other came out just about a month ago.
Haven't seen it.
Haven't seen it. And I don't think you know that much about Doctor Strange.
All I know
Really?
is Benedict Cumberbatch is in it, and I'm gonna see it for that.
Okay, fair enough.
That's all. That's all I
Okay.
know. And I know he wears a medallion around his neck,
Yes.
like the eye of.
Can you pull that out? What? The eye of what?
I know it's not Sauron.
The
but it's
eye of
close.
Sauron. Yes, he wears
It's the
eye.
eye. He
It
just
is the
wears
eye. You've got that part right.
That's all I
Yes.
need to know.
I thought you were going to say like the eye of Sagittarius or the eye of Lancaster or something. It sounded like you were going to go just way off. I mean,
I
Sauron.
tried.
Sauron. At least you're in the nerd world.
Yeah.
So.
And the only reason I know that is because I saw a guy at Comic-Con. It's about 4 or 5 years ago, that was wearing this medallion.
Right.
Because wasn't there a Mattel exclusive?
That
or
wasn't. It
something?
was Hasbro. It was
Sorry.
it was the Marvel Legend exclusive last year. Was a Doctor Strange.
Some guy
box
was
set.
wearing this. It had a beautiful purple ribbon and this giant medallion, and I was like, "What is that?"
The Eye of Agamotto.
Oh.
It's what that is. So we're gonna watch the first Doctor Strange trailer. Then we're gonna take a break, stretch, have a drink, visit the snack bar. Then we're gonna watch the second one. Do you want to ask questions between each one, or do you just want to watch them both back to back?
Maybe we should do. I don't know. I guess we'll play it by ear. I have a feeling I'll have some questions after the first one,
Okay.
but we could save them for the end. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
We're playing this by ear. All right. So we're gonna watch the first one. We'll put a link right here if you want to watch it yourself. Maybe you haven't seen it in these 5 months, and then maybe you have some questions too that you can put in the comment
They've
section.
seen it.
They probably have. They probably
seen
have.
it.
All right.
All right.
So fire it up.
There's lots to take in.
Okay, so that was just trailer number one.
Trailer 1. It feels like Inception meets Ra's al Ghul as Tilda Swinton.
Okay, all right. There's some very Inceptionist imagery in that. Yes,
And all I know is he's a doctor.
he is a
Like
gifted.
a legit doctor, not just like some guy's like, just call me Dr. Strange. Like, he's a legit doctor.
But you mean like a morning DJ, like wants to be called Doctor Strange? Is that what you mean?
Yes!
Okay.
I didn't realize he was a real doctor.
He's an actual gifted neurosurgeon. That is correct. Yes.
But his hands are real shaky. So I don't trust him to go and operate on my brain.
So you saw, like one of the opening images was
car
that
crash.
car. That's right. So he is a gifted surgeon. He's in a horrible accident. It crushes his hands. He goes in
Classic.
search of ways to fix his
hands.
hand. Not new hands, but to be able to fix his own hands. He goes through Western medicine, then he tries Eastern medicine.
Did you try magic?
He does not try magic,
He is
but
magic.
he runs into the ancient one, that is Tilda Swinton, who then opens his mind and his eyes and his eye of Agamotto to these sort of other worlds and other dimensions. This is the movie that's going to bring magic into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is not something we've seen too terribly much yet.
How are the fans going to feel about that?
I think they'll be okay. It's sort of like Guardians of the Galaxy brought the space aspect, the space corner of the Marvel
And the
Universe.
soundtrack musical.
Yes, that's right. Yes, and a hit soundtrack. And so now this is incorporating like sort of the magic corner of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay. I was going to ask a question, but I know it's wrong.
No. There's no wrong
Because the
answer.
only magic person I know is Zatanna, but I think she's DC.
She is DC. That is
so
correct.
she could not even be in this.
Right. That's correct.
That's too bad. I don't know.
But you know Colossus from the X-Men. I know that the X-Men in the movie universe are a separate universe.
Right.
So he has a sister whose mutant code name is Magic.
Oh, that's real on the nose.
That's kind of on the nosy. But she is a mutant that does, like the magic is her mutant power, which is different than actual magic.
Huh. Okay.
But
All right.
so you want to watch the second one and just see?
Let's watch it.
Okay, here we go. Trailer number dos. All right, so there you have it. It's trailer number 2. That gave you a little more information, maybe, right?
It did. But seriously, it's the Wi-Fi password?
It's just a little joke. It's a little in joke.
No! It was so good up until then. It's like, it's a Wi-Fi password. It's like, great. We live in the digital age. Good to know.
Okay, so that joke did not work for you.
Maybe in the movie it would have worked. But, man, it was really good up until that, and it just was like...
Okay, all right. So that
But,
was yes.
but up until then, it's really Inception meets Last Airbender.
Okay. Have you seen The Last Airbender?
No. I just
I
know.
was like, oh, I was going to be impressed. I had no idea you'd seen
No, just
like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
because Tilda Swinton is bald,
Because it's like a bald kid wearing a robe.
basically.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. And I think The Last Airbender is pretty knowledgeable about things. So Tilda Swinton seems like she knows what she's talking about.
right.
But
She is an ancient one, after all.
what does it even mean? Like ancient? Is she human?
Is the ancient one human?
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall that actually. I will have to look that up. We'll have to follow up. I don't remember.
There's something
but the
he
ancient,
doesn't know.
That's right. Yeah, Doctor Strange is actually a little to the left of my geek knowledge. I mean, I read a couple of them. I read like the Secret Wars 2 tie-ins, but it wasn't a title that I collected and read sort of consistently. It's still very exciting that there is a Doctor Strange movie coming, and once again they've knocked it out of the park, grabbing like Benedict Cumberbatch for it.
He's awesome.
and
he's one of my favorites.
Mads Mikkelsen as
He's
the villain.
another one of my favorites.
So all that in one movie.
I can't wait.
So
Yeah, it's. I think if I would be into comics, I think Doctor Strange would appeal to me more than, say, Batman or Superman, especially Spider-Man.
It has that sort of Eastern feel to it, and you actually traveled around some of those countries
Yes, I did.
as a younger woman.
It wasn't that long ago.
I'm just saying it wasn't last
technically,
last week. It was before we
younger.
knew each other.
That's true.
So I can see where this would appeal to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. There's a lot of. Tilda Swinton looks like a monk, kind of.
Right.
And she acts like one. But the
What
monks,
does a monk act like?
They're very reserved and knowledgeable,
Okay.
full of wisdom.
Right.
I encountered several monks. While I
What's
was in
that?
Thailand. I encountered several monks. while I
Oh,
was
okay.
there. So.
So just all you knew going into it was I think you knew there was something magic in it,
I
right?
didn't.
You didn't
actually.
even know that.
All I knew was Doctor Strange is Benedict Cumberbatch, and
Okay.
he wears a cape.
Not just a cape, a cloak of levitation.
Oh my god, I love him. I love this movie already because I love magic.
Okay.
I love going to the magic castle, and mind blown. No, it's one of my favorite places to go, and if you are lucky enough to have an invitation or an inn, and you're in LA, you have to go to the Magic Castle.
Tell them a little bit, just because not everyone lives here and may know what that is.
It's down in Hollywood. It's on Franklin. It's literally a castle.
It's a historic landmark.
It's a historic landmark. You have to know a magician or know someone who is who has ties to it.
Right.
You just can't go there. It's very VIP. But they have great food, but they have bars and different bars, but they have different rooms.
Yes.
Like, one is the room of prestidigitation. My favorite word, if anyone cares.
I don't think I even knew that.
That is my favorite word, prestidigitation.
Okay.
There's up close parlors.
For up close magic, not just people like.
They have that too.
Are you gonna finish this?
But they have a secret library that you cannot go to unless you are a member.
That's
and
right. There are parts
a
of the
magician.
castle not just lay people.
And they have the
can't go to.
Triwizard Tournament every year. I believe it's there. I'm not sure.
And-
But
and
Johnny Ace Palmer? Yes, Palmer. I was going to say Walker, but I think it's Johnny Ace Palmer.
Johnny Walker's a beverage, isn't it?
I love them both. No, he's amazing. Like, he's a close-up magician. He's, I think, won the Triwizard Tournament
And every
Several times.
Halloween they have a seance
for
trying
Houdini.
to contact Houdini
Yes.
because Houdini very famously said, "If there is an afterlife, I'll let you know." So every year they try.
He hasn't shown up
yeah.
yet, but
Yeah. So yeah, that's a very, very cool.
yeah. So I love
place.
that place. I'm a huge magic nerd. I'm just embarrassed to actually admit that. But so this is kind of right up my alley.
This is your jam.
It's my jam.
You put Benedict Cumberbatch,
Mads
Mads
Mikkelsen.
Mikkelsen, magic, levitation,
Prestidigitation.
a sanctum sanctorum. That's their clubhouse.
They have a clubhouse.
Well, that's where he lives. It's in New York. It's his little.
So it looked like he had like Rachel McAdams, right? Is that
yes,
who that was?
Yep.
It looked like maybe they were involved, or she was potentially someone who cared deeply for him,
Yes.
and it feels like he just left her to go do some magic.
Well, I don't know the exact plot of the film as I have not seen it yet, but I think she's in it, and they. I
Worked
think
it out?
mostly we saw she was just concerned because he was in a horrible, crippling accident. So she was by his bedside, being
I just hope that she just isn't out of the picture. Like, he goes off and magics everything, and
Sorry, what did you do?
he fights Mads,
Right.
know, and then she's just like, "Where's Stephen Strange?" I remember that.
You did. That's very good. I'm impressed. Nice.
I didn't even take notes.
So you're totally on board with this.
Yeah,
this
I can't
isn't
wait for this.
like some sort of crackerjack. Like when I think you saw Deadpool and you went, no, I'm not gonna. You saw the trailer and went, I'm not interested in that.
No.
But then you saw Deadpool and you went, I was surprised by that.
I was very pleasantly surprised by Deadpool.
Yeah.
This, I have a good feeling going into it. I want to see it in the theater. We're going to get a babysitter.
Yes, that's right.
So, yeah, I think it looks really good. I love all the actors in it, so. And
so home run just up front without knowing, just 2 trailers. Way to go, Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be really good. Based on their trailers.
That's the Abby promise.
And if it's not, you get your money back.
Not from us, though. No, you'll have to ask the nice people at the theater. But tell them it was the Abby guarantee. They'll know what you mean.
They will.
They will. Any other questions? Or are we good on Doctor
I
Strange?
think we're good.
All right.
I'm excited.
Doctor Strange gets the Abby has questions
Stamp of approval.
stamp of approval.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So thank you very much for joining us on this episode of Abby Has Questions. We will be back with more. We're going to get on a schedule.
That's a promise.
Our great. That is the Abby promise right there. So thank you very much for watching. Do you guys have any questions about the Doctor Strange trailer? Either one of them? Put them in the comment section of this video. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Just do it.
And if you like Abby Has Questions, share it with a friend. They'll be glad you did.
It's true.
Thanks for watching.